It's the dictionary. 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 It's the dictionary.
Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Hello, word nerds. My name is Spencer. I'm your host for this podcast. Oh, it's going to be an interesting episode. Oh, yes. Sometimes this happens. It's very, very rare. It's the most riveting of episodes. Not really. Let's just talk about it. What are we talking about? We are talking about the word give, pretty much, and then a little something extra for you. Okay, so if you, of course, checked out the previous episode, then you would know that we only did a handful of definitions for the word give. Let's give ourselves a little reminder. This is the first form of give from the 13th century. It looks like, oh yeah, we're still doing transitive. That's where we're at. All right, so we are jumping into the 10A definition. We did all the other ones. Now we have 10A. Give, first form, transitive verb. This is to yield possession of by way of exchange, and the synonym is the word pay. Paying, so yield possession of by way. So you are swapping things, giving things, paying, sure, okay. Honestly, I am probably not going to have a whole lot to say about a lot of these. Now, we have 10B, to dispose of for a price, and the synonym is sell. So, to dispose of for a price. You're getting rid of it, but you are making money on it. So you're selling it. So you're giving it. I don't know. I think of give as no money involved. So I guess that's not always how it has to be. 11A, to deliver by some bodily action. The example is gave him a push. So gave him a push. Look, I'm going to present this push to you as a present. Here you go. A bodily movement. Yeah, just given some bodily movement in the form of a push, maybe. Okay, now we have 11B. This is to carry out similar as a bodily movement. To carry out as a bodily movement. The example is gave a cynical smile. A cynical smile. What would that be? It would be like, no, I don't know. Something like that. Again, it's to carrying out a thing. So you're not putting this bodily movement action on something else. It's just happening on you. So you're carrying it out. Your body is carrying it out. Carrying out a cynical smile. So you're giving it to somebody. 11C. To inflict as punishment. To inflict as punishment. Give some punishment. Give a spanking. 11D. To award by formal verdict, as in the example. Judgment was given against the plaintiff. The judge gave their judgment on the plaintiff and said, you got to go to 2 days of community service picking up the trash because you didn't put your garbage in the garbage can. Number 12. To offer for consideration, acceptance, or use, as in gives no reason for his absence. To offer for consideration, acceptance, or use, like the reason you're giving the reason. I don't even know what else to say about a lot of these. No reason for his absence. I have no reason. I was just gone. Nobody knows where I went. Who knows what happened when I went absent? Maybe I was abducted by the aliens. 13A. To suffer the loss of, the synonym is sacrifice. So, give something away. Sacrificing. I feel like, yes, you are making a sacrifice when you're like, oh, I lost my hamster. I feel so bad. I am giving. How do you use that in a sentence? I don't know. You tell me. 13B. To offer as appropriate or due, especially for something higher or more worthy, as in gave his I lost my place. Gave his spirit to God. There it is. So to offer as appropriate or due, especially to something higher or more worthy. So that this person who gave his spirit to God, they think that God is more higher in some form, more worthy than he is. And so he said, take my spirit away, do what you got to do to it, whatever, have fun with it, send it on a trip to roller coaster land. Okay, 13C. To apply freely or fully, the synonym is devote, as in gave themselves to their work. I'm not sure if I'm seeing a connection between 13A and 13B and C, but I do see B and C are similar because you can also give yourself to God if you are very devoted to God, whatever that means to you. And then we have 13D, to offer as a pledge, as in, I give you my word. I give you my word. I am pledging. I am saying that I will 100% do this action that I said that I would do. I will absolutely pick up your dry cleaning. I give you my word. It will totally happen when I feel like it. 14A, to cause one to have or receive, as in, mountains always gave him pleasure. Oh, mountains, you're so nice. You're so nice giving him pleasure. To cause or have one, to cause one to have or receive. So the mountains are causing this person to receive some pleasure because they look so beautiful. Sometimes you're out there in the mountains and you're like, holy crap, look at this landscape. This is amazing. It gives me pleasure. Thank you, mountains. What are we? 14B? 14B. To cause a person to catch by contagion, infection, or exposure. So you are, when you are sick, you might give somebody your sickness because you are maybe a little bit too close. Oh, we learned all about this during the COVID pandemic. Oh, this is why we were standing far away from each other and also wearing masks. So we were trying not to give people, but some people didn't care about any of that, and they said, these are my freedoms. I'll give you what I want to give you. But, man, be cool. All right, now we have 15A. To allow one to have or take, as in, give me time. Give me time to gather my thoughts. Allow me to have or take some time so I can think about my next actions, what I'm going to say next, and then I'll just stand there and sit for very, very many minutes on end, just thinking. And you're like, oh, what are you doing? Yes, I said, you give me time. You give me time. 15B, to lead or attempt to lead. This is used with an infinitive, as in, you gave me to understand you'd be late. Ooh, now this is a funny way to use this word. To lead or attempt to lead. You gave me to understand you'd be late. So, this is funky to me. You made me think that you were going to be late. So you gave me that information. And then you say the sentence like this. You gave me to understand you'd be late. Am I missing something? I don't think so. Moving on to number 16. To care to the extent of, as in, didn't give a hoot. I don't give two crippy craps. If you don't like what I'm saying, I'm going to say it anyway. To care to the extent of. I care to the extent of a hoot. And you know, a hoot has no extent. It's just so little. It's a little hoot. That's how much I care. Okay, now we are moving into intransitive. We don't have nearly as many of those. We have number 1, to make gifts or presents. To make gifts or presents, give them away. 2A, you're going to see a lot of similarities between the transitives. Not as many because there's so few. And then we have 2A, to yield to physical force or strain. I give up. You're trying to push me over. You're trying to give me a push, and I don't want it, so I am yielding. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this instead of use force. 2B, to collapse from the application of force or pressure. So there was so much force or pressure that you just said, I give in, I'm collapsing to the ground, I can't take it anymore, I'm done, I give up. Or I can't think of another way to use that. 2C, to undergo or submit to change, as in, for the strike to be settled, something has to give. Something's got to give. Something has to submit to some change at some point. Number 3, to afford a view or passage, the synonym is open, as in, the window gives onto the terrace. Interesting way to use that. The window opens to the terrace. It affords a view of the terrace and then the beautiful outside of an abandoned building. Number 4, to enter wholeheartedly into an activity. Give yourself to the activity wholeheartedly. I am jumping in to pickleball, totally holy. I'm going to quit my job and become a pickleballist. Number 5. This one is slang. Did we have slang in the other ones at all? In the previous episode? I don't think so. Okay, so this one is slang. It is to be happening. To be happening. As in, wants to know what gives. Yo, man. What gives, man? What's happening? I feel like usually what gives is like, what's up? Why are you being weird? What are you saying? Wants to know what gives. But also, it's just like, hey, I want to know what's going on. What are you giving? What are you giving up today? What the to be happening? This is a funny one. Of course, anything slang I think is kind of funny. Okay, we came to the time. It's phrase time, people. Oh, it's phrase time. Oh, we got phrases for the word give. Give a good account of. This means to acquit oneself well, or just to acquit well. To acquit well, and you're acquitting yourself. I think of the phrase give a good account of, just to put it another way, you're explaining a situation, you're explaining what happened, and you gave a good account of it. You were very accurate in your portrayal of what happened. Next one is give birth. This is to have a baby. We probably knew that. As in, gave birth last Thursday. And then they went to work last Friday. They just jumped right back into it. To have a baby. You are presenting the baby to the world as a gift for everybody. So you are giving birth. Sounds normal to us until you really think about it. Oh, we have a similar one. Give birth to. T-O. Number 1, to produce as offspring, as in, gave birth to a son. You are being very specific about what did you give birth to. Gave birth to a platypus. Number 2, to be the source of. So this is, not literally giving birth to a new living thing, but this is like you had an idea, you created a thing, you gave birth to that idea, you made it happen into the world. So you were the source of it. The source of it came from you, your brain, or did it? Did it come from somewhere else out there in the ethers? Now we have the phrase give chase, and this is to set off in pursuit. Running after somebody, maybe. Give chase, literally. I mean, it could be a driving. It could also be maybe a unicycle chase. Give chase on a unicycle. Next, we have give ground. This is to withdraw Before superior force, the synonym is retreat. Retreat! So yeah, you're like, okay, fine. You're about to do a real crappy thing to us, and we don't want that to happen. And we think this war is pretty stupid anyway. So we are going to give ground. Here's the ground for you. Please take this ground. We're gonna go the other direction. Now we have give of. Give of. This is to make available. Also, provide generously, as in freely gave of their time. Freely gave of their time. You could also say freely gave their time, I think, but that's a different thing. Freely gave of their time. Here's some time for you. I will give you the time. Please, give me some time so I can think. Okay, now we have give or take. This is as an estimate, accurate within. And within what? Within an amount to be added or subtracted. Give or take. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm thinking, but it could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. It could be we're adding a little bit or we're subtracting a little bit. Yeah, it's like give or take this thing. How much money do you make? I make $5. Give or take lots of more dollars. I like this phrase, give or take, because then it like opens you up to you're like, it's not perfect. It's kind of close. I don't know. It's something like this. Meh, give or take. Now we have give place to. This is to be replaced or succeeded by, as in optimism gave place to worry. Those are different. Yeah. Your brain's like, ooh, I'm feeling so good about a thing. Oh, but wait a minute, that just happened. That's making me worried. My optimism gave place to worry. It was replaced. It was succeeded. It was worry came in and say, now it's my turn. Now it's my turn to turn off your brain in a different way and say, you're going to start thinking about these things. You're going to get worried and not feel so optimistic about the world. Damn you, worry. Now we have give rise to. This is to be the cause or source of. The synonym is produce. So similar to give birth to, give rise to. So yes, again, you are the cause of the thing. Where did it come from? It came from you. It came from you. Good job. This podcast, I gave rise to this podcast, and it was the best thing I ever did. Next is give the gun. This is to open the throttle of. Also, speed up. We're probably talking about a car, although it could be the unicycle. Oh, give the gun to the unicycle. You're going. You're just trotting. You're just going. You're just doing a regular good pace on your pedaling, and then ooh, somebody is giving chase, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta give the gun to my unicycle. I gotta pedal faster and stay on the unicycle. Open the throttle to your unicycle. Okay, now we have give the lie to. This is LIE. Number 1, to accuse of falsehood. You gave the lie to me. You accused me of a falsehood. That's not a true hood. That's a falsehood. I did not give chase on unicycle. I gave chase on a skateboard. Number 2, to show to be false, inaccurate, or invalid. So you could be accusing somebody of a lie, or you could be showing that they did lie. To show to be, or something is inaccurate, invalid, false. Give the lie to. You know, some of these phrases are just, I feel like, kind of old, or only used in certain contexts by a certain group of people, and that is not me. Oh, now we have give tongue. This is talking about hounds, and it is to begin barking on the scent. Oh, okay, so when they're on a hunt, when they have given chase on their fox, which I don't like, Then the hounds. The hounds pick up the scent of the fox, and then they start barking. They're like, "Yo, bark, bark! The fox is over there. Here's my tongue." Blah blah blah. That's how people decided that they should talk about dogs barking. Give tongue. Hey, dogs, give tongue when you're ready. When you got the scent, please give us your tongue. The last phrase is give way, and this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 definitions. 1A, the synonym is retreat, similar to give ground, give way. Here you go. Have the place. You can take my place. Here's the way for you. 1B, to yield the right of way. So maybe if you have the right of way, when you come up to that four-way stop, which a lot of people are very confused by who has the right of way. It's not very complicated, people. But if you have it and you're like, no, I got to still send some texts. Why don't you go ahead? I'll give way to you. You can have the right of way. Please go. Please go. I got to get back to my phone and play Candy Crush. Number 2, to yield oneself without restraint or control. To yield oneself without restraint or control. So you are just letting yourself loose. Maybe on the dance floor, you will give way. You'll give way to the beat and the rhythm and the music. And you're just like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Giving my spirit up to God or whatever. The gods of dance. Who's a god of dance? Patrick Swayze? Yeah. Just that SNL sketch popped in my head. I guess Dirty Dancing too, but... okay, now we have number 3A. To yield to or as if to physical stress. Yeah, these are all about yielding to something, giving way. To yield to physical stress. How are you yielding to physical stress? I mean, I think that largely if you have physical stress... I guess physical stress would be like something physical happening to you, and you're just like, oh, great. I'm just going to give way to this pile of people jumping on me in a football game because I grabbed the fumble. I don't know how you give way. You just lay there. Okay, 3B, to yield to entreaty or insistence. Yep. Number 4, to yield place. Just literally, here's my place. Oh, you want this place? Here you go. I will give way to you. Number 5, to begin to row. Or is it row? What could this be? I need some context. Book. Hey, book. To begin to row or row, which is it? You have no context here. A row is a fight. I could see that possibly being true. But to begin to row a boat, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is just a dream. It's but a dream. So give way. Are you giving way? Are you moving? You're giving way in the rowing, in the water, something? Which one is it? I'm sure it's very obvious. Okay. Hey, we did the phrases. We did the definitions. And now we got to do the synonyms. All right. Give, present, donate, bestow, confer, and afford mean to convey to another as a possession. Give, the general term, is applicable to any passing over of anything by any means. That was a lot of any's. Any passing over of anything by any means. You could pass over anything in any way, at any time, any place. Okay, the examples are give alms, and also gave her a ride on a pony. Gave her a ride on a pony. The pony gave her a ride on the pony's back, probably wearing a girth. Also, give my love to your mother. I love your mother so much. She is so nice. She gives me cookies every time I come over. So give her my love. And also give me cookies. Present carries a note of formality and ceremony, as in present an award. I would love to present an award to you. I would love somebody else to present an award to me. That would be wonderful. Let's have some ceremony and formality about it. We shall do a whole ceremony. Donate is likely to imply a publicized giving, maybe as to a charity. As in, donate a piano to the orphanage. Oh, well, then the orphanage can finally have some music, and then they can sing songs like, "The sun'll come out tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow I'll play the piano." Bestow implies the conveying of something as a gift and may suggest condescension on the part of the giver. As in, bestow unwanted advice. I did not want that advice. I didn't want you to tell me about any of those things. I didn't want your advice that eating too many cookies is a bad idea. That was unnecessary for me to hear. I didn't like that. Confer implies a gracious giving, as possibly of a favor or honor. A gracious giving maybe of a favor or an honor. As in, confer an honorary degree. Here, we are so thankful to you for doing such good work. We are going to give you this thing. This is it's a very high honor for you. So don't you forget that we have done this, that we have conferred to you an honorary degree, and maybe you can pay us back sometime. Afford implies a giving or bestowing, usually as a natural or legitimate consequence of the character of the giver. That definition went on a long time. A giving or bestowing usually as a natural or legitimate consequence of the character of the giver. So the giver's like, here's the thing I'm giving to you. I'm affording you this thing. And it's very natural. This is a legitimate consequence of how I am. The example, we have two. The trees afford shade. So that is just the trees are just hanging out there. They're just doing their thing. This is a natural thing. They're just out there. And then if the shade is just there, just because of the sun beaming down on the trees, and the trees are big and lush and dense, there's going to be some shade. There's going to be some areas where there's not as much light. So that is just the giver. The tree is the giver. Maybe you could call it the giving tree. And it's just a natural thing because of the giver. But we also have an example that says, a development that affords us some hope. The development is the giver, and it's just like, hey, this development is a new thing. This is just what it is. And it gives us some hope. That would be, some new things happen. Maybe more new things will happen. We could use some of that right now. We actually got a little bit just yesterday. There was the Congress. That's what it was. The Republicans said, okay, fine, we'll open up the DHS and start paying some people. That was a development that could afford some hope. All right, so those were all of the definitions and the phrases and the synonyms. And now I have to make a sound effect, which I'll just go. We have now the second form of give. It's a noun from 1868. Number 1, capacity or tendency to yield to force or strain. The synonym is flexibility. So there's no example sentence. Capacity or tendency to yield to force or strain. So like, what has give? Like maybe a tree, a young tree in the wind. It has some give because it's just the wind blows and it's like, whoa, I'm a young tree and I have some give. What are some other things? Like, this banana definitely has give because it's squishy. If I pressed not that hard, I could squish it pretty good. And I'm not going to do that because I don't want my banana to be all squished. I want it to be in banana form. Number 2, the quality or state of being springy. Springy. There's some springs right here. These have give. You can't see, they don't bounce so well, but they're springy. They have give. You have to watch the video on that one. This bar is kind of blocking it, but they're there. The springs are there. Oh, and this actually has a spring right here. This is kind of springy, and I can pluck it. Yeah. I got springs all over the place. I got springs in my head, I think. All right, so that was that give. Now we're going to go to our last entry. It's give and go. 3 words with hyphens. It is a noun from 1965. A play, as in basketball or hockey, in which a player passes to a teammate and immediately cuts toward the net or goal to receive a return pass. So they give and go. So let's say you have a hockey stick and you're dribbling your puck. You're like, bloop, 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 bloop. Look at me, I'm so fancy. I can dribble a puck and not lose it. And then you're like, hey, there's a person over there. I'm going to pass it because I got an open space. I could go straight towards the goal. And so I go, pew, here, I'm giving you the puck. Pew, look at it go across the ice. But immediately, as soon as they do that, maybe even before they hit it, they go, pew, and then they just go towards the goal. And then the other person is like, blue, blue, look at me. I'm also fancy. I can also dribble a puck. I'm so fancy with this stick thing. And I'm also on skates. How do we do this? This is incredible. And then hopefully they pass it back to the original person who's already so close to the net or the goal. And then they just, boop, look, I made it. Oh, good, we got a goal. Everybody, let's cheer. We did one of them give and go plays. I gave it and I goed. All right, it's time to pick a word of the episode. We had give, and go. But we also had these phrases, which are pretty good. Let's see. I think I will allow myself to use one of the phrases, or at least look at them. Let's read the phrases. Give a good account of, give birth to, give chase, give ground, give of, give or take, give place to, give rise to, give the gun, give the lie to, give tongue, give way. Give tongue is pretty funny. I've never heard of that one before. Just like, here, look at my tongue. I gave it to you. But I think I'm going to pick give or take as the words of the episode. Give or take. It's this or that. It's kinda somewhere in the middle. Give or take. It's this or that. Give or take. Give or take. All right. Hey, you know what time it is. It's that time that everybody loves. It's the movie time. Movie time on the podcast about words. Movie time. Movie time. Movies, movies, movies. Movie time. All right, the next movie was Hoppers. This is the new Pixar movie, and I really enjoyed it. Obviously, the visuals are fantastic, and because it's Pixar, the story is also pretty incredible, especially for kid-friendly animated stuff. And it's all about the animals and trying to help and save the animals, and that is a message that I will support 100%. Yeah. And then, oh yes, we watched this movie called I Like Movies. We like movies, so we're like, this will be perfect for us. This is a very indie movie from Canada about a high school kid who loves to rent movies and wants to make movies and go to college to make movies. And it's a fairly dramatic at times, funny, but fairly dramatic, pretty realistic, I would say. And yeah, he gets a job at a video store, and he's got an interesting personality, I guess, and he grows up. There's an arc. I like movies. Yeah. All right, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for checking out this show. And until next time, why don't you give way to some springy things? This has been Spencer dispensing information. Goodbye.